Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we've got a couple of new upcoming knives from Molsect to check out today. On top, you've got the shuttle, and down below you have the mantle. Now the shuttle, from what I was told by Molsect, was due out the end of June. Now, looking on the website, I have not seen it yet. So, and by the time you see this, we'll probably be into the first part of July. But there's a couple days left in June, and I have not seen it on the website yet. And then the mantle, now the mantle is due out upcoming in July. So, if one of these knives, or the both of them, catch your eye, I'll put a link down in the description. You'll just have to check the website and kind of see when they actually hit the website, because I don't have specific dates. Unfortunately, the other thing I don't have for you is exact pricing information, so I do apologize for that. But we're going to, since the shuttle is the first one due, we're going to check that one out first. Now, this one is what they're calling their premium version. You've got Cerakoted Titanium and S35 VN. They did say that the initial release is going to be the budget version, which is going to be anodized aluminum and 14C28N. So, but this is the prototype. So we'll take a look at it. Now, this green and sort of gold color combination, you know, I'm not huge on green knives, but you know what? This color combo actually looks pretty good together. Now, obviously, the pocket clip has a little bit more of a dull finish. There you go. You can see it right there with the hardware. Then the rest of the hardware. The backspacer has the more polished look to it. So, but overall, it's not a bad look. Of course, we're going to take a look at the fit and finish, which seems to be done really well. I do like that fuller look on the backspacer. Pretty cool. You do have a lanyard hole, right hand tip up carry only pocket clip, milled titanium, of course, and everything else as far as the fit and finish looks pretty darn good. Yes, indeed. Now this one, as you can see, you've got a couple of different options for opening. It looks like it could be a front flipper. You can. Now there's no jimping there, and I thought it would be harder without the jimping, but actually it's not too bad. Now, I'm definitely going to be, and have been, using the thumb studs on it. Much easier. My finger doesn't slip out, and if my index finger gets out of the way, I can, yes, front flip it with that other thumb stud. And of course, if you choose, you can definitely use the crossbar lock to open and shut. But overall, your fit and finish is pretty darn good. Flip it back open. Now, like I said, this is an S35 blade. That's going to be on your premium version. The initial version is supposed to be a budget version, and it's going to be in 14C28N. Now, really, really solid. You've got this wicked sort of trailing point. Got a little bit of a recurve in there as well. Do pretty much have a half and half choil there that you can choke up on for sure. Get a good grip, without a doubt. Even the natural grip, not bad. You do have that sort of ramp there for your thumb. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have jimping for the front flip. But, you know, as far as in the grip, doesn't really need it. My thumb stays there pretty nicely. There's just enough angle there on that ramp that it holds it in pretty darn well. So overall specs on this one, so you're looking at about 7 3/4. Got about a 4.5 inch handle, coming in at about a 3 1/4 inch blade. Cutting edge going to be just a little bit shy of 3 1/4, about 3 1/8 ish. And then, you know, natural grip length, you're kind of coming in at about 3 3/4. So I do have just a little bit left over in my grip. Overall, it does feel pretty darn nice in hand. We'll get you a weight on this one. 3.2 ounces. And we'll check and see how it looks in the old pocket. Got a little bit sticking out, of course, with that pocket clip. But overall, not too bad. It does go into the pocket fairly easy. And you've got a decent pop coming out of the pocket. Your retention is pretty darn good. Now, overall, I really do like the feel of this one in hand. The shuttle feels really good in hand. I can feel that pocket clip just a little bit. I think it has to do with the shape of the handle. It's not bad. It's not a hot spot or anything. I just know it's there. Just know it's there. And smooth. Action. Very smooth. Very well done. Fit and finish. Overall, really, really nice. Not bad at all. I am pretty much digging the shuttle. Now, next, of course, you have the mantle. And as I said earlier, this one is due out sometime in... Oh, before I forget, this one, you've got this green, but you're also looking at a black with a PVD-coated blade, and you're looking at a slate gray version. Made sure I wanted to mention that. Now, this one, the mantle, again, this one, not as much information on. Like they said, it is due out in July. So, but after me, these are going to David over at Blade Banner to get in the pass around group. And I do have to give a shout out to Lee over at Love Them Knives. He sent these out to me, so I greatly, greatly appreciate it. But this one is the mantle. You look like titanium with looking, I'm not 100% sure, maybe polished micarta inlays on these. Again, your fit and finish, you've got this gear, pretty much a full backspacer, which I think that looks pretty nice. Looks like, no. I was going to say it potentially looks like you have a reversible clip, but no. It is going to be right hand because you have a cutout on this side and you don't have the cutout on this side. So it's looking like a right hand tip up carry only. Frame lock, as you can see. Nice action. Little shake shut. I can reverse flick this one pretty darn easy. Detent's pretty solid on that flipper. S35 VN on the blade steel on this one. And a nice, now this one's thick. Where the shuttle is a little bit thinner, a little bit slimmer. This one's got some beef to it. Nice drop point blade. Hollow ground. Very nice. Again, you've got a little bit of a ramp there that does aid in your, or aids in my grip anyway. You do have some jimping back there that does aid as well. Forward choil once again. Now this one's not really a half and half. This one's more up on the blade. Once again though, you're not going to have a whole lot keeping you back from that blade. And it's not very big, so I tend to stay back on it just a bit if I go forward with the grip. But again, thick one, but it does feel pretty darn good in hand. Absolutely. So, specs on the mantle. Now, like I said, I do not have a whole lot of information on this one, but 7 3/4. Again, you're looking at pretty close to a 4.5 inch handle, which is going to give you right about a 3 1/4 inch blade. Cutting edge on this one is going to be right about 3 inches. And then, of course, your grip length coming in, not quite 3 1/4, more closer to 3.5, which you guys know that is definitely my sweet spot when it comes to grip. Absolutely, maybe that's why it feels so good in hand. But I'm going to bring both of them out here real quick, and we'll kind of do some size comparisons together. So first up, where's it at? There it is. There's the bug out. So there's kind of your size comparison between the two of them. They're very close. The two Molsect knives are very close in size. And they're both a little bit larger than the bug out. Now we'll get the PM2 out there. And there you go. There's your comparison. Looks like the PM2 is a little bit larger than both of them. So we've got a Molsect sandwich going on with our comparison knives. We'll get a weight in there. A little bit beefier, for sure. About 5.5, 5.6 ounces. And into the pocket. Again, you will have a little bit sticking out with that milled clip. Retention on this one, again, not bad. Not bad. I think the retention on the shuttles clip is just a little bit more stout on this one. But, love the snap on the reverse flick on this one. Skinny versus beefy. The mantle definitely got the beefy category down. Again, the fit and finish is done really well. Centering on point. We're going to hit this spot right here, and it feels like they've done a very good job. Very good job of keeping those very nice, not sharp, not really sticky at all. The attention has been paid to it. That's just kind of my test spot. You guys know that. If I can test that spot and it feels like, you know, they've really taken the time to make sure that spot is not sharp, sticky, anything like that, that tells me that they're caring for their knives. But, you know, overall, both of these are done very well. The fit and finish is good. Now, obviously, it's going to come down to, I know one thing is going to come down to you guys for pricing, which I'm very sorry I don't have that information to share with you. Both of these are yet to come out. So, like I said, if both of them or either one of them catches your eye, something you're interested in, just keep a watch on that Molsect website. There will be a link down in the description. Check it by the time the video comes out. Like I said, this is only a couple of days ahead of time before you'll see this video. So there's really nothing on the website about either one of them at this point. So both due out. Couple of new knives coming from Molsect. You've got the shuttle on top and the mantle down here. Hopefully, one or the both of them caught your eye. If not, I totally get it. I do have to thank Molsect for giving me the opportunity to check these out. And again, thanks to Lee over at Love Them Knives. I'm pretty sure he had a hand in me getting these knives. And like I said, they're going to go to the Apex Pass Around group. So keep your eyes open. Maybe by the time somebody else gets these, they'll have a little bit more information for you. So, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. As always, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.